I ignored the Uber driver canceling twice before picking me up at 3 a.m. His first question revealed why my instincts were screaming to get out of that car. It was conference week in Chicago, and after presenting my research until 11 p.m., I joined colleagues for celebratory drinks. By the time I checked my watch, it was nearly 3 a.m. and I was exhausted. My hotel was just 2 miles away, but in an unfamiliar city with freezing February temperatures, walking wasn't an option. I opened the rideshare app and requested an Uber. The first driver accepted, then canceled after 2 minutes. The second driver did the same. Finally, Marcus accepted and actually arrived, parent a black sedan with tinted windows that matched the app's description. The license plate was partially obscured by mud, making it difficult to verify in the dark. Still, the car model matched, and the driver knew my name when he rolled down the window. Half frozen and desperate to get back to my hotel, I climbed into the back seat. "Emma, right? Going to the Marriott?" He confirmed as I buckled my seatbelt. "That's right," I replied, noticing he hadn't started the trip in the app yet. "Could you please start the ride?" He ignored my request and pulled away from the curb. "You know, 2 drivers already canceled on you tonight. Aren't you curious why?" A chill that had nothing to do with the temperature ran through me. How did he know about the other drivers? That information wasn't visible to him in the app. I double-checked my phone. His profile showed Marcus, 4.8 stars, 3241 trips, but the man driving looked nothing like the profile picture. "Actually, I just like you to start the trip, please," I said more firmly, my hand hovering over the door handle. We were still moving slowly through downtown streets, stopping at a red light. "They canceled because I told them to," he said, meeting my eyes in the rearview mirror. "I've been waiting for you outside that bar for almost an hour, Emma, but those other drivers kept accepting the ride before I could. So I messaged them, driver to driver. For Hatham, there was a problem with the pickup location." My throat tightened. There was no driver-to-driver messaging function in the app. This man had somehow obtained my information and was posing as an Uber driver. We were still at the red light, and I noticed we weren't heading toward my hotel paired. We were moving in the opposite direction. I smiled then. Taryn actually smiled paired before responding. "That's a really interesting strategy. Would you mind if I recorded you explaining that for my past? I do a series on rideshare innovations." I pulled out my phone, conspicuously turning on the video camera while pressing the emergency SOS button on the side. His eyes widened in the mirror. No recording," he said quickly, reaching back toward my phone. In that moment of distraction, I threw open the door and bolted from the car, sprinting toward a 24-hour diner across the intersection with the light still red. Looking back, I saw him make an illegal U-turn and speed away as the emergency dispatcher responded on my phone. 2 police officers at the diner were finishing their coffee break and took my report immediately. Security footage later confirmed that the man had been following me between bars all evening today. 6 months later, I received a notification that the man Perte, who had a history of similar incidents in 3 states, pleaded guilty to attempted kidnapping. The detective who handled my case called personally to tell me that the quick-thinking recording bluff likely saved my life. Some people dismiss their instincts as paranoia or overthinking. Others recognize that feeling of wrongness as the subconscious mind processing subtle danger signals before we consciously understand them. I now know which voice deserves my attention, even when I am cold, tired, and just wanting to get home.